Nets trail by 5.
You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
So for Brooklyn now, down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Jaron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You can never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise.
And that one falls for Prince. Nets trail by 8. To the paint. Stolen by Randolph. Prince, right side. Allen kicks to Randolph. Here's Gasol. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Gasol's got 10 points in the game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Now here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Allen's shot is off. Nets trail by 8. Outside Williams. Lopez outside. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Lopez, a screen on Prince. Here's Bogdanovich. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And Udrich kicks to Allen. The feed to Gasol. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kufis is checked in. So it's Brooklyn now. 8-point game. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Over the last month, let's take a look at the Grizzlies and how they stacked up in the league statistically. First in shooting percentage, first in fewest turnovers per game, and they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
Johnson, the pass to Bogdanovich. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. 5 on the clock. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game. Brook Lopez, an elite scoring big man, tremendous size and shooting touch. Might be the best low post scorer in the NBA.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Shoots from the right block, and again, no good by Brooklyn.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Cav, Coach Lionel Hollins helped define the Grizzlies' grit and grind style and was asked if he'd replicate it with the Nets. He said, quote, "We're going to be aggressive and tough. We'll play together and never quit. But how our style will be is up to the group. The key is creating a system that fits them and allows them to excel. Kevin, back to you.
As a coach, you've got to adopt your talent, Doris. Thanks. Here's Prince. After the basket by Brooklyn. Udrich can't hit.
And for Brook Lopez, always gifted offensively. That's a given. And where he's improved, I think, is in his defense and rebound. It takes a lot of effort to move that big body around, but he's made that commitment to really get after it, and it shows.
Now here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Lopez, over 7 foot tall, 275 pounds, guys, not especially athletic. And that can leave him, Steve, sometimes vulnerable defending away from the rim.
Yeah, that's why a lot of teams try to put him in pick and roll on the perimeter, just to test his agility and try to get by him and to get into the paint.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Randolph. Lee comes in for Allen. And it's Nick Calathes in for Udrich. And then for Brooklyn, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lopez. Kirilenko comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Jared Jack has subbed in for Darren Williams. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Calathes kicks to Lee. Got a piece of it. Plumlee with the steal. Plumlee sets the pick for Jack. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Calathes kicks to Adams. He's looking for Prince and finds him. And the shot is good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now here's Johnson. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Lee. He has 6. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Well, better protection of the lane the last few weeks, Kevin, has helped them cut down on the easy scoring. They've also done a better job on the mid-range coverage as well, getting to their man quicker and finding ways to clog up the passing lane.
Now here is Jack. He's got 9. They double-team Johnson. And here are the Grizzlies now. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Adams with it. Now Kirilenko defending. And Adams kicks to Calathes. Buries the long-range jumper.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Outside Jack. Here's the screen. Lee against Johnson. Pass to Bogdanovich. And the Nets, another 3.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Here's Prince. A second chance effort. Adams' shot is off.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good. Now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
And a wide open look for Lee. No good with the triple. Here's Bogdanovich. 12 points for him. For the lead. Can't get it to go. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They're up by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Little skateboard P. Hey, Mr. Venner. Yo, hola.
Coming up this Thursday night, February 12th, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. It's all about the Central Division. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. Beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
Memphis leading. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Udrich out there with Lee. And it's Allen in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Man, they are spreading the floor and letting it fly, really knocking it down from outside.
And I love that gunslinger's mentality, Steve. Playing to win as opposed to playing it safe. I call it prevent offense when you try to protect the lead. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
Here's Jack. After Memphis gets the 3. Williams attacking. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
I mean, that's just too weak on the coverage. Heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you the game.
Here's Randolph. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Williams kicks to Jack. Launches it. Jack missing again. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Udrich for 3. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Kirilenko's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now here's Williams. Outside Jack. Over in the corner, Kirilenko. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
Here's Udrich. The drive by Allen. Kicks it to Gasol. Back to Allen. For 3, Udrich. Rebounded by the Nets. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. Outside Jack. There's the double team with Randall. Now here's Williams. He's guarded by Udrich. Rejected by Gasol. And a wide open look for Lee. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. Udrich has got 5 assists in the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And Memphis making a change here. Prince is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Kevin Garnett is checked in for Plumlee. Bogdanovich comes in for Andre Kirilenko. And it's Johnson in for Jarrett Jack. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And Udrich kicks to Allen. Releases from 15. Hits the front of the rim and out. Now here's Williams. Lopez outside. Garnett left side. The baseline J. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Nice shot by Randolph.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Zach Randolph. They grab their own miss, tries to keep it alive.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Allen outside. Feeds to Prince. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Good D by Lopez.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Memphis leading by 4. Gasol kicks to Prince. Williams passes to Bogdanovich. And here is Johnson. Pass to Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're in front by 3. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Udrich. He's guarded by Williams. Udrich can't hit.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. The pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Williams. Grizzlies with the rebound. Prince outside. He kicks it to Allen. He dishes it to Udrich. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 6. 40 seconds left in the game. Williams attacking. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now Udrich. Allen outside. From down in the low post, it goes. 24 seconds left in the fourth.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
At the line for your Grizzlies. They know 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 8. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Jack. Kufis grabs the miss. It's Prince on the wing. To the middle. Great D that time from Johnson. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now down to Doris Burke, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Mark, we've heard Coach emphasize playing strong here in Memphis every night you have in this building. How important is defending home court to the team's morale and focus?
We need to win. We need to win, especially at home. Home is always important, and we need every single one of them.
Protecting your home court, guys, always so important. Mark, thank you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here in our NBA on 2K Sports studio, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal at your service. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. And for Oklahoma City, they like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team. Memphis is a tough team. They play at the grindhouse. They like to try to wear you down. Really playing good team basketball. Do they have enough to win a title with this roster?
I believe that they can. You know, this team is really built for the postseason. But, and this goes for a lot of teams, if they can get hot, Ernie, they can beat anyone.
Wow, that's saying a lot, though. I mean, a lot of teams can say it. So what's going to be the difference between them being a contender and being an actual champion?
Well, truthfully, they probably need one more piece in my book. You know, they need a leading scorer to help their offense. But, again, if they get hot, they can beat anybody, Ernie.
And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
Oklahoma City land of the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. This is the first game in the Grizzlies' road trip. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And as far as the regular season goes, Kevin, this is as good as it gets. The definition of a rivalry, a game between these two teams is always special.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I mean, we've seen so many great contests between them in the past that it's impossible not to be amped up. Can't you tell?
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Allen and Prince on the perimeter. And it's Udrih in at the point guard. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Randolph.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And Westbrook, here we go. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Ibaka against Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got 5 now.
Serge Ibaka, a great complimentary scorer. He's a very good offensive rebounder and an explosive finisher inside, but it's his knockdown shooting touch that's really surprised everyone.
Now here's Randolph, averaging 9 points per contest.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Here's Westbrook. It's a 3-point game. That's good.
And for Ibaka, a great combination with Durant in pick and rolls or pick and pops. A big body, sets a great screen, and can either roll to the rim or flare out for the jump shot. And I like how he slips the screen at times, actively hunting for open looks when the D overcommits.
And Udrih gets it to go.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Now here's Jackson. 11 points last game. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Adams rejected by Gasol. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
His leads have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And with Ibaka, guys, he doesn't need to be wide open. 6'10", he puts an extra arc on that shot to get it over a closing defender. And, Steve, that served him well.
Well, he's working hard to expand his repertoire, no question. The shot fake and the drive, little one-dribble pull-ups, those should allow him to punish the defense for closing out too hard.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Prince outside. The feed to Udrih. Beyond the arc. Goes back up. Scooped up. Dishes it to Prince. The three-pointer no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Jackson with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Jackson passes to Westbrook. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now here's Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Adams dishes to Westbrook. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Westbrook's got 10.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
So timeout called here. But first for Memphis. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. And, there was a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So shows you about Scott Brooks.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Roberson comes in for Jones. And it's Lamb in there for Jackson. Here's Stokes. Feeds it to Kufis. Rejected by Ibaka. Puts up the baby hook. A nice shot by Kufis. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Prince kicks to Kufis. Puts up the baby hook. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game. Nick Calathis, former two-time Mr. Basketball for the state of Florida, a star at the University of Florida, was drafted back in 2009. He played 3 seasons in Greece, 1 in Russia, before finally making it to the NBA last season.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. McGary's checked in. And the Grizzlies trading for his rights. They knew what they were getting in Calathis.
Yeah, proven guard in Europe. A young guy, great playmaker, and he can rebound, defend, and I thought he provided Memphis with a really solid option at that backup point guard spot last year.
Now here's Lee, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Lets the three fly. Calathis gets the bucket. Calathis has got 5 points so far.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Westbrook a screen on Lee. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Here's Calathis. He has 5. Prince outside. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Calathis passes to Prince. That's good. Prince has got his first basket of the night.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
The Thunder leading by 3. Right side, Westbrook. Passes to Roberson. Back to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Westbrook missing again. Calathis dishes to Lee. He kicks to Calathis. Pass to Stokes. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Thunder out in front. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tune in Thursday, February 12th. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. A contest in the Central Division. Hoops action.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, they were really in a funk from the field, guys. Credit the defense, definitely, but even when they got open looks, they were not hitting.
Hey, Steve, me and you flub up words and misstate things on occasion. So do these players have bad nights. It happens.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Udrich. Kufis out there with Mark Gasol. Then there's Allen. And it's Adams in at the 2. Jackson kicks to McGarry. He dishes it to Lamb. That is good. Lamb's got 5.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Now here's Gasol. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. And it's Allen with the jam. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Here's Jackson, following the score by Memphis. Jones sets the pick for Jackson. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. Jackson drives in, and the shot is good. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Well, the Thunder with an athletic guard rotation between Russell Westbrook and Reggie Jackson. Jackson, of course, not the level of Westbrook, but he brings some similar things to the table as far as size, athleticism, scoring, and rebounding.
Now here's Jackson. Right now averaging 15 points a game, and he gets the bucket. And now it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. So important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Zach Randolph has checked in for Costa Koufis. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Udrich kicks to Allen. Takes the 13-footer. No luck. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. Doris, what do you have?
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Russell Westbrook, one of the most competitive guys you'll meet. He looks as though he is angry on the court, and quite often he is. As Kevin Durant has said, anger could be good and bad, but it's on the good side for Russ. He doesn't like anybody he is playing against. He does a great job every single game of playing with fire and with force. Guys?
He's something else, Doris. Thanks.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
And that one's good.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Kicks it to Allen. Udrich for 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. And the Thunder in the half court, more of a jump shooting team.
And sometimes that can be a backhanded compliment. When you look at their roster, Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, even Reggie Jackson, you know, all pretty good from mid-range. So they spread you out, and then, of course, Durant's jump shot is pretty much unguardable.
It's Gasol missing.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Adams' shot is off.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Outside, Jones. Jackson drives in. Zach Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Over the last month, let's take a look at the Grizzlies and how they stacked up in the league statistically. First in field goal percentage. First in lowest turnovers a game. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And we can talk all we want about their passing. But from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Well, you look at Calathes, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the three ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
That one is no good.
Well, a new award in the NBA starting 2 seasons ago, the Twyman Stokes Best Teammate. And the first honoree was Chauncey Billups.
Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Here's Koufos, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team. Well, Tayshaun Prince, a terrific player in his time with that championship Detroit Pistons team in years past, but his decline over the last 5 years has been noticeable. Ever since he hit 30, it's been downhill.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Calathes kicks to lead. Koufos inside. He's against Collison. And for Prince, now 34 years of age, with this season and next left on his contract.
Yeah, still a smart veteran who doesn't make many mistakes, but it's certainly clear that his best days are behind him. If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Calathes kicks to lead. The pass to Calathes. Memphis moving it around. Lee outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and he gets it to go.
If they're going to take tough outside shots, I mean, they're better off just firing from the three-point line.
Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, if you're going to be back there near the three-point line, you might as well take the three. Just step back and knock it down.
Collison inside. Koufos is there. Pass to Roberson. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Another miss by Westbrook. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Brooks, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Scott Brooks. And, Coach, what about your approach has given you this lead?
Well, we were aggressive. We attacked. We got to the basket. We passed. We defended. That's what we do.
Scott, thank you. All good things, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he tore it up on the offensive glass in the first couple of quarters. Love the effort you're getting out of him.
Incredibly persistent, which is what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. I should know. I used to eat a lot of glass in my day.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against Brooklyn.
And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game plan in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll.
And exploit them they did. See, they were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game.
International combo up front with Ibaka and Adams. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Well, what an incredible journey it's been for Serge Ibaka. Growing up in the Congo during a terrible civil war, the tragic loss of his mom to a stroke, the streets so unsafe that she couldn't leave the home to go to a hospital. To go from that to where he is now, an indescribable contrast and an amazing story.
Now here's Westbrook. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Stolen by Randolph. Allen, right side. The dish to Udrih. There's the triple. The shot no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Here's Jones. Misses off the left iron. The Grizzlies trail by 13. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with the win.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
The Thunder leading by 11. Outside Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also, unfortunately, in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, you know, that's to be expected, but it's definitely an area he can continue to improve.
Now here's Allen, averaging 8 points a game, and Udrih gets it to go.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Ibaka. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Randolph dishes to Allen. Here's Prince, and the lead is down inside single digits. Prince has got his 2nd basket of the night. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Jackson kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. Yeah. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose
He was right in that same category.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. He doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line with his percentage currently about 79.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Kufis is checked in. McGarry with the steal. Here's Lamb with the second effort. And Westbrook with the layup. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Virtually uncontested. And it's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Well, Westbrook, once he blows by that first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying power dunks. He finishes with both hands. And he's a bad, bad man.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Collison comes in for Adams. And it's Andre Robertson in for Jones. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Memphis. Nick Calathis comes in for Beno Udrih. Here's Calathis. He's got 5. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Roberson. The feed to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 21 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And much more aggressive play has led to more free throw attempts for them here in the second half.
You know, that's how you do it, Steve. I mean, defender pressing up on you, you press right back, get into him.
Count that one.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Calathis passes to Lee. Dishes it to Calathis. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Well, Thunder have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Westbrook. Shot is off. Prince with the defensive effort.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 24. Right side Westbrook. Passes it to McGarry. And that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Adams dishes to Kufis. Offensive rebound, Prince. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. So both teams making some changes here. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. That one misses for Prince. The Thunder leading by 8. And Westbrook, here we go. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's now 26 points for Russell Westbrook.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Lee with the ball. It's deflected. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Thunder up by 10. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect, the gorgeous feed there.
The Grizzlies trail by 10, so on the floor for Memphis. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Nick Calathis is out there with Lee, and it's Allen in at the 3 spot. Oklahoma City's gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka, feeds it to Jones. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Had so much space there, and the defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
And it's Lee penetrating. Randolph passes to Allen. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Here's Jones. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Now here's Lee. That one off the back iron and out.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Jackson setting the pick here for Westbrook. Pass to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Jones kicks to Jackson. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And blocked. Allen dishes to Lee. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
At the line.
A free throw drops for Lee. Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Allen with it. Westbrook picks him up for 3. Udrich, and that one's good.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Westbrook kicks to Jones. And there's a nice one-handed slam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. superb above the rim action.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jackson passes to Adams. To the inside. Westbrook dishes to Jones. Misses from short range. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Lee left side. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, Memphis.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Memphis. Outside Westbrook. Back to Jackson. Outside Jones. He kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. And Allen with the block. Prince kicks to Gasol. Cannot hit. Ibaka with some nice D.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A drive by Allen. In the corner, Randolph with it. Right block shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're losing by 11. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now a fast break for the Thunder. From 10 feet out, the rebound by Prince. Prince has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Into Marcus Gasol. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
The Thunder leading by 9. Right side Jackson. High arcing shot, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Two shots in the lineup coming. Reggie Jackson.
So the first one drops, and that will push the lead to double digits. And he makes both free throws.
For the Grizzlies, they've really struggled against Jackson.
He has 8 points and 5 assists.
He's making such good decisions with his passing and also being aggressive and getting to the line by drawing fouls.
Well, that's an excellent combo to have, I'll tell you that.
He says not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Westbrook passes to Jones. Westbrook dishes to Jackson. Back to Westbrook. Kicks to Jones. Shot clock at 5. And Westbrook, here we go. 14 feet away. Randolph grabs the board.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
And Udrich kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here's Jackson. Outside Westbrook. Back to Jackson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Jones kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Jackson shoots it. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooting.
And it's Randolph penetrating. Shot from the wing, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by Randolph. Prince has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. Outside Westbrook. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Well, Russell, how important was getting this win here at home following that road trip?
It's huge, man. Coming off the loss last night, a tough one, and it's a great win for us. Got back in front of our home crowd, and we played great.
Great job bouncing back, Russell. Thanks for your time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
Muchacho, assorted flavors in these gelatos. Inspire young minds and stack my nachos with the rock determination of a vato. Run across the border with in his poncho. Face like when it's busting. Planning these things till I died. When the Holy Father handed me my wings. When I was young, you're the teacher couldn't stand when we dream. Giving me music like in the hand of. See me on the TV, the cuties. Both presidential just plus and cooped it up. Got more hits in the zip, who wanna know? I can go back in time, you be Judge Ito. I know you thinking Nito. It repeats the minutes, something like a TiVo, but it's 300,000 more with no remote. Jacob and Lorraine, I used to deal with Tito, but he clowned me and told me that my money's Fritos. Now the Enzo doors go up like a D-Lo. Rion, same song sung on my man Nigo. SLR, when the doors go up, it's like a fresh hell jar. We boss, he shall not get hot, he too frost. Yes, sir. Close your eyes, just picture yourself just holding pies. Implement a plan and you surely rise. That's promised by the man that controls the skies. You see, I know so ill. Better yet, doggy, just tell me how you feel. How you feel, dog? We just picture, thinking, dreaming, scheming, reading, all in the late night, shaking, boiling, lacing, baking, shaping, shaving. Gotta get this cake right as I serve it. You just burn it, breathe it, learn it. Now watch you take flight. How does it feel? Ha! Yes, sir. You don't know me. I'm Paul Howard Hughes, Paul Holy. First trick on the ramp is the rock and rolling. Keep one on my staff with a new Pro Chromie. It bequeaths me to mention that I've been bitten, but affords me to chuckle at what critics have written. He dresses insane, but his music admire. Ask Anna Winter from Vogue and Esquire and Vanity Fair. You